Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And it is March 3rd, and it is the third day of the week. So third month, third day of the week. Here we go. It is Wednesday, and we are back here with the lovely and exciting, oh, I gotta figure out this box. There we go. The Housewives Tarot, which is a super adorable domestic divination kit created by Paul Keppel and Jude Buffum. And these were recommended to me by my dear friend and podcast co-host, Mary. We get into all kinds of shenanigans on our Casing the Cover podcast, which you can find on YouTube and everywhere else that you listen to podcasts. So I thought that I would spend Women's History Month, a little tongue-in-cheek, reading from the Housewife Tarot. So I so far have found these cards completely adorable. They are very kitsch. They are the very definition of kitsch. They even came with a little recipe card-like box, and I've had a lot of fun so far, and we're only on our third card. So let's see what we've got for this Wednesday to get us through the rest of the week, and hopefully I don't blow away in the process of this. So here we go. All right, well, it's not a 3, but it is a 1, so whatever. It is the Magician card, and I absolutely love that this clearly represents a door-to-door salesman selling some sort of domestic magical device to help your domestic goddessness so much easier. This is fun. I absolutely love this card. Things are flying all over the place. So the Magician card is typically represented by an individual who has kind of some collection of all of the suits. So the wands, the pentacles, the cups, and the swords are somehow depicted on here. I don't see that in this one. I mean, it's a washing machine, so I guess we'll count it as water. But other than that, I don't see a whole lot of all of the usual suits depicted, but I do get the gist of it being that these door-to-door salesmen come along and they say, hey, check it out, I've got this new magical device, it's going to change the world for you, I've got all the tools you need, which is very much what the Magician is about, is having all the tools you need to get through whatever adventure or journey or experience you're working through. This just means you're prepared for anything. So I think it's fun. I think it's a great way to depict the Magician. It doesn't represent all of the suits. So if you're just starting out with tarot, you might be kind of confused by a washing machine salesman. But I can see how maybe you could get the idea out of it. This is one of those cards where if you're an experienced reader, you get a good giggle out of this, especially if you've had a few martinis to go with your reading. But other than that, I think you really have to have a lot of knowledge for the cards to get an understanding of what this card means. Either that or you rely on the handy-dandy little instruction book that this does come with, which is completely adorable. So I'm going to go ahead and flip through and see what their description is of this particular card, and hopefully it's got a little more insight to it. Let's see. The Magician is, it leads into also deception and charm, which aren't usually things with the Magician. I mean, it can be deception, but usually, yes, charm is one of those things. But yeah, new and improved, hassle-free, money-back guarantee. These are the promises of the Magician, a charismatic salesman with all the answers to life's little problems. Usually, sales pitches are half-truths. I don't know. See, this is not I'm not feeling this with the Magician. But maybe. After all, a roast is only as good as the cook who prepares it, so don't be fooled by smooth talkers and sycophants. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I don't know. I feel like that's not really leaning into what the meaning of the Magician is, but that could just be me. I do think that the one line in there of the roast is as good as the cook, yes, you are really the Magician. The person who you are giving the reading to is the Magician, is the person who is totally prepared. When somebody gets this card, Usually I think of it as kind of a reassurance. They get this kind of, oh, well, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this job. I'm not sure if I'm ready for this move. I'm not ready for this relationship, for children, for whatever it may be. What this says is, no, you're good. You've got everything that you need to handle this. I suppose, yes, the flip side of the Magician is kind of making sure that you're not talking a good game and saying more than you actually know how to do. But again, that's more the reverse of the Magician rather than the upright version. So I feel like maybe what the description and this card is leaning more into, which, you know, it's not uncommon to have a deck that leans more into what the reverse meanings are of the cards. So yes, the reverse meaning, I will give it that it is about illusion and charm and a little bit of being a con man, which isn't always a complete negative. And I say that with a caveat. Basically what I'm saying is sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. And yes, the Magician is kind of that card as well. We've all gone into jobs where they're like, so do you know how to do this? And we're like, yes, I do. And then we go home and we Google the crap out of that and we learn it in 24 hours so that we can come in and know what we're talking about the next day. We've been there. Hopefully we've never been there in a situation where it's life or death, but many, many times we have all kind of gone, yeah, I totally know how to handle this. I'm good. And we fake it till we make it. And sometimes in life that's what you have to do. But the upright version of the Magician is more, you really truly are ready. You have collected all the things you need, and now it is time to go on your journey, and you will be comfortable on your adventures. So, I don't know. Column A, column B, do I love this card? Yes, it's super cute. Do I feel maybe it would be difficult for a new reader? Absolutely. And do I feel that it kind of relies more on the negative aspect or the weaker aspects of this card? Yes. So, I'll give this one a 5 out of 10. And I'm sure the salesman would tell me, no, 10 out of 10. You mean 5 stars, right? So that's my take on this. Being that it is a Wednesday, I'm going to say, hey, as you go into the rest of the week, just kind of dot your I's and cross your T's and see where things are going. And before I am completely blown away today, I will wrap this up and I will say, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I really should close my windows. Bye.